Because of heavy rains in an unfortunate tragedy at the T1 Terminal Airport building of the National Capital, New Delhi, one person died because of the roof collapse and 6 persons got injured. But Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu of the TDP of the NDA was there monitoring the situation today. Thank you, Mr. Naidu, for speaking to NDTV. You were there at the site early in the morning. Tell us what kind of interventions has the ministry made to ensure that something like this doesn't happen again?
It is, like you said, a very unfortunate incident, and especially in the very early days of me taking charge as the ministry. And right in the beginning, in the morning, as soon as I knew that such an incident happened, I wanted to rush to the airport. And it was little challenging at the time, considering there was heavy rain and there was a lot of traffic congestion happening in and across Delhi. But one thing I have to mention is that the kind of encouragement I received from PM Modi ji, he called immediately to me and he gave me the encouragement, he gave me the guidance that how to handle such a crisis. So that really pulled me up, and I wanted to go there. I went there. I took all my team from the ministry and wanted to get an early assessment of the situation, so that right from the beginning itself, the right process, the right steps can be taken forward. And I would like to offer my condolences to the family also, where one person has been died in this tragic incident. And also we have taken care of whoever was injured. We have taken them immediately to the hospital, and we have ensured that proper medical care is given to them. And the first thing we did after the incident happened was to evacuate the entire building. We didn't want any further damage to happen, and just as a precautionary thing, we evacuated the entire building, and we stopped all the flight operations from T1. And because it was stopped, we wanted to passengers to not have any inconvenience, so we transferred all the traffic to T2 and T3. And once that traffic has been diverted, we have informed the DG CISF also to provide additional manpower, so that there is as little inconvenience that is being done to the passengers. Right. And we have also, after my initial assessment at the site, I again had a review meeting at my ministry with the Secretary, Civil Aviation, with the DGCA, and AAI chairman, and BCAS, which are the important organizations within my ministry. So I called all the officials, joint secretaries, everyone, and I took a complete assessment of the site again, and we have come up with some certain points that we want to address. One is that the passengers who have who have got their flights cancelled and who have been diverted, we have established a 24/7 helpline right in the airport, in T2, in T3, and the two airlines which were operating on T1 were Indigo and SpiceJet. So we have a clear war room set up with helpline numbers. So anyone who is requesting for a refund or an alternate route or an alternate choice of travel, they will be provided, and we have ensured that within 7 days the refund has to be provided. Okay. This has been a clear instruction to the airlines also, that no complaint should come from any passenger regarding this issue. Okay. And second thing, whenever such an issue happens, the immediate trend that you see is that there is a spike in airfares because of the environment that it's getting created, and we wanted to put an end to that also. So we have instructed the airlines that such an incident, consider it on humanitarian grounds and ensure that no airfare price hike is happening until normalcy is achieved. Right. So that is another thing that we have been concerned about. And the third thing is that why did it happen? Yes. That's the question everybody...
Because it's very shocking that it happened in the national capital, and we saw something like this happening in Jabalpur also.
Exactly. So there have been two incidents, back-to-back incidents that have happened. So it was very concerning for us also. And I was very, very concerned that why has it happened? So I wanted an individual team to be inspecting that issue. So not just from the ministry, we have a structural engineering team come from IIT Delhi. Okay. So they are investigating, they are trying to see and the building and the inspection is going on. So whatever the initial findings this team is going to give us, we are going to assess it, and we are going to see what the future course is going to be. Okay. And like you have mentioned, Jabalpur, we are not leaving that aside. We are sending a team from AI also to Jabalpur, and we are going to find out what has happened there. Now, because it has happened in two airports, we don't want to take any chance. So almost 157 airports are there in the country. I'm not leaving any airport. I want the teams to go to each and every airport. I want the structural inspection being done in all the airports, the initial one. And within 2 to 5 days, I want report on my table. That is what I've instructed the team, and they are working on it. So as soon as we get the reports from all the airports across the country, we are going to assess it again, and we are going to see is there any regulation work that is being needed or policy framework that needs to be looked at. So these are some of the things we are already under consideration, but we want the right guidance from the reports itself. So that is what we are working on right now. And other than that, we are the passenger convenience and safety. Yeah. This has been always my mottos right from the day one of my taking charge as the ministry. So I'm ensuring that the least inconvenience is being given to the passengers. So whatever issues come up in real time, we are going to take it up, and we are going to address it.
Mr. Naidu, you also went to the hospital, you spoke to the people who got injured. Also tell us what kind of outreach is happening to that one person's family who died, and of course the 6 people. You also spoke to staff who work in the airport. So tell us what is it that you got.
So I really wanted to appreciate, because it was a challenging time for everyone. It was right in early in the morning, and there was heavy rain. So people to come there and kind of get themselves up for the rescue efforts, I felt that it was very heroic. So I wanted to appreciate all the people who were there in that rescue efforts, right from NDRF teams, we had CISF, we had the general people like just Safai Walas just coming, trying to clean up things, trying to help in whatever way they can. So I felt that that was a great gesture at this time. So I wanted to thank each and everyone. So I was meeting all the people who were at the site, and also it is my responsibility to take care of the injured also. So I immediately found out where they were. I went to the hospital, I spoke to them, I tried to give them some sort of confidence. I wanted to find out from there also what their version was. So one of them mentioned that he just didn't know, suddenly the roof came falling and it hit half of his head and fell down. So I just wanted to give that sense of confidence that the government is there for them, the minister is there for them. Right. And it's through these gestures I want to send a message to the people of this country also, that Civil Aviation Ministry is your ministry. Okay. We understand you, we are listening to you. Any such incidents, we don't want these kind of incidents to happen, but some things are not in your hands. But whenever these things happen, the kind of the attitude that you show, the kind of response that you give actually helps in creating that sense of comfort with the people also. So that is what we are aiming at.
Right. My last question, sir. I know you've clarified this, but there's also a political blame game with the Congress blaming the BJP and saying that this comes under Narendra Modi's political accountability. How would you want to respond to that?
No, that first of all, let me clarify that this fake news that is going, that PM Modi ji has inaugurated this building and it has just been inaugurated 3 months back and such an incident happened, that it is not true. The collapse happened in that part of the building which was constructed and opened in 2009. So it's a 15-year-old building. Doesn't mean that doesn't give an excuse that this incident should happen. That's a different story. But linking it to the event that he has inaugurated is a totally fake news. So doing this for a political brownie points is, I don't think this is an incident where they should cross this line at least. So I wanted to see some political maturity, but it's all right. When you're in politics, probably you have to face all this. But let me be clear that this building is totally separate from the one inaugurated by PM Modi. Then this is up for anyone to go there and see also which building is which one. So it's not something I'm hiding from them or trying to create something else. The building which he has opened is totally intact and is a separate building which is operational also. But due to the inconvenience that has been right now, we have totally closed all the buildings.